Briar, so I'm playing God of War Ragnarok.
Her soul is one with
I'm pretty far into the game at this point, I think.
united by forces older than Odin himself. She is at peace, Atreus.
I hope so. When Father went inside the light, he
You
said
went inside the light of Alfheim?
Yes.
And yet here you stand, of sound mind and decidedly not incinerated. You must tell me, Kratos, what did you see?
That memory is for me alone. But I felt only moments pass.
Didn't feel like moments to me.
I was trapped. Atreus overcame great odds to save me.
One could but only imagine. Well then.
I missed a
Heroic
chest
triptych
back there.
awaits.
So, did you ever meet Groa?
Many times. But she was plagued by constant visions, so conversation was difficult, to say the least.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking, Kratos? What's going on? Man, Kratos has got some leathery white hide.
What are you doing?
His skin is like freaking like
Father, she's gone.
dried up. Like he needs to put some moisturizer in his temples.
Keep moving.
What just happened? I didn't even understand what that was. This the reference. Something he just said was a reference to the previous game, the first God of War, which I didn't play, so I might have missed something in the story. Sounded like he said he went to heaven.
We're almost there. Huh. They've changed some stuff.
That was the vibe that I was
All
catching.
this hive stuff up here. So many dark
Because
elves.
Kratos does stuff like that in God of War. Like he's
All
been
this
to
time, I
hell,
thought the dark elf king. I
Hades,
thought
as
all
it's
the dark
called.
elves were... Dear,
Yes?
did we help the wrong side?
Are you certain that's the right question?
What's the right question?
Is there
Oh,
a right
right.
side?
Okay, what am I
Exactly.
supposed to do?
What do you think, Atreus? Is there a right side in this war?
I don't know.
Then perhaps you shouldn't pick one.
Is the underworld called... wait, is hell called Hades in the Greek mythology? I'm not sure about that. Um, but I feel like there might be some sort of spiritual, you know, implication in like the games, because I feel like that's what Kratos is all about. You know, in the first few games, is forgiving his own sins. I think he was like tortured by visions or something like that. I kind of forget the backstory. I'd really like to play those older games too, because those games were absolutely like top best of the best games for the PlayStation 2. Some of the best games on the PlayStation 2, honestly. Oh, great, that's helpful. Freaking. Okay, so that was just bounce off the other forever. What does that do? Okay. Am I missing anything else? I can't go back now. When I went on the elevator at the beginning of this recording, it didn't let me go back because I saw a chest, but I didn't think I would able to get to it. I thought I would have to take the elevator to get to the chest, but I guess maybe there was another way to get to it where I was. I thought the elevator might just move up like 10 or 12 feet, and then I would be able to like jump down or something. But that's not what happened. Um. Anyway, what was I saying? Forgiving sins. It's kind of a journey I think we're all on. I feel like in some sense we're all kind of meant to be brought to this point of humbleness. Uh, and that's really the vindication in life that I think you're looking for. You know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't think that made that much sense. But, you know, I mean,
I knew he'd left something behind.
like, one of the things we see in the original God of
At
War
your
is that, like,
service.
Kratos, he has sex with a lot of women. And, that that's something he does because he's so tortured. He does not have sex in these newer games, but that was a pretty prominent game mechanic. Like you would just start the game, Kratos would kill a bunch of people, and then you go to like the I don't know, it's called like the inner part of a ship, and like he would kill people on a ship, on the top, like the top deck of the ship, and then he would go to like the inner part of the ship, and then there would already be women there that he would have sex with. That was like the first part of um, the first game.
What can I make for you?
It was awesome. I'm just gonna say that. Totally, totally, totally awesome. Wait, am I missing something? What are they gonna do? Okay. All right. What does this do? Okay, that's what I meant to do.
Huh. That might be my best piece yet today.
I don't think I need to do anything else
Heading
right
off
away.
already?
And yes, I don't think I can go back. Sorry, sometimes this stuff is hard to explain. In the first God of War game, you have sex like right away, and then you have sex periodically throughout the game. Kratos is kind of meant to be like a super manly character, uh, and he is. But like in the game, um, that happens in the game. Um, it's just so stupid. It's as stupid as it is awesome. I'll say that. Like it is awesome and stupid. Like I remember there was one scene in the game, a cut scene where he's like
Hey, Sindri.
he
Wasn't
goes
it your
up to
favorite
the
to lead
lady,
us
I
out
forget
of the
who it
shrine last
was.
time?
It's like
My, someone's
I
got
think
a
it might
nice
have been
detail.
one of
Perhaps the Light Elves felt it looked better
I,
on
I,
this
I don't
side.
remember what the
They do
story
have a
was.
thing for
And he
aesthetics.
says to her,
Honestly, I'm as puzzled as you
"Woman,
are.
I don't
But it's
have
best
time
not
for
to
your
look a gift
foolish
forward to the
games."
2-year. Very messy. Anyway, good
And
luck.
it's like I have a I have I don't remember what he said at all, but it was totally like that. He's like, I don't have time for your games, and then just like he just has sex as like
The
the
Giants always did enjoy
immediately
hiding their
after he says
secrets in
that.
plain sight.
Wait until you see this.
I'm not explaining it very well because I saw it a long time ago, but I remember that part of the game too. It's almost like the first like it's almost like some sort of like video game where you're supposed to be having sex. Thank God they got rid of that in this game. That would be way too much to deal with in
Ah, yes.
a
Here we have Groa's
game
search for her
that's
missing
as
husband.
serious as this
She was
is.
relentless in her attempt to find him. Meditated for weeks on end. Unfortunately, she found
It's almost like some sort of
something else.
boring video game or
A vision
something.
of Ragnarok.
Word of Groa's vision reached Odin.
It was
He sought
cool
her out,
because I don't think very
demanded
many
her
games
private
actually
retelling.
had that
Didn't like
at
what he
that
heard,
time.
apparently.
But it would be so weird
Ironwood?
if it
That's
was still like that in these video games.
I don't know what that
Kratos
is.
is
The
supposed to
mythical
have
sanctuary for
matured,
giants. Curious.
and
So
so
it's in
therefore
Jotunheim?
he
I know
wouldn't
some giants
be
thought
like
so.
having sex with
Ironwood
random
isn't
women.
anywhere, lad. It's a concept, a metaphorical
Um,
paradise. It's not real.
one second, I'll
Presumably,
look.
Groa requested her ashes be returned to Jotunheim, while her soul found peace in the light. Difficult to imagine Odin respecting those wishes. The champion?
I think it's supposed to be me.
You assume too much.
Aye. Best not to read into these abstractions so literally. Prophecies are slippery by nature. Although some are more obvious than others.
Ragnarok.
Aye. The end of everything.
So this is it. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
There must be a way.
Oh, it's so
Why
cool.
else is this hidden?
Look, Tyr. This is what we saw. It's you, fighting in Ragnarok.
No. I don't... I can't.
What's this then? That's new.
So according to my sources, it says that no, there are no sex scenes in the new God of War games.
But the other realms arrive?
And Odin dies.
She lied.
Groa lied. Of course she did. Odin's working off a false prophecy.
So then, we can win Ragnarok.
Perhaps.
We can beat Odin.
We are not present in any of this.
But that was Tyr leading the charge against Asgard. Plus, Hell's army was there. And the elves.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's
Champion.
going on?
Okay, whoever that is doesn't matter. But for the first time, we know something Odin doesn't. We just saw we can win. Tyr?
I won't allow prophecy to define my choices.
But we just saw you.
No, Atreus. This is wrong.
I might need to watch this again.
Come. There is much to discuss. It is time.
Kratos is a good father.
We can't stop Ragnarok,
That's part of the story.
but we can win
He's
it.
supposed to be a good father.
Asgard is destroyed. Odin will not be the only casualty. There must be another way.
So, what'd you see?
A lot. Roa lied to Odin. Ragnarok isn't the end of everything. It's just the end of Asgard.
Just the destruction of an entire realm, is it? To say nothing of its citizenry, its wildlife, those ignorant and innocent of Odin's misdeeds.
Enough. There is much to discuss once we are safe at home.
Do you guys have a home? I don't know if I would say these games are better than the OG
Used to be a Nornir chest down here.
God of War games,
Guess they moved it.
because those were also exceptional. You know, like classic video games.
Perhaps we should focus on our egress first.
Agreed.
Whoop.
One of those light bombs! Careful!
And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that its face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. Wow, that was cool. Oh, the old God of War games, I think were probably also one of the first games that had those, like, really over-the-top gore. You know, that, like, Kratos, one of his signature moves was to put his arms, like, through people and then tear them in half. Because Kratos is, like, strong, you know, he's like a god. Kratos is like a god, or... I forget what the story is. I don't know if Kratos is actually technically a god. He might be, like, half god or something. Shit. He became a god later. I know Kratos became literally the god of war at some point.
Father, this way!
God of War also is another character in God of War. Kratos became the God of War, but he is... there was another character who's like the God of War in Greek mythology. I think his name is Ares. I don't remember, you know, I didn't play those games enough to really have the whole story, like, completely figured out. You know, thinking about it now, I don't remember. Okay. Missing something? What am I supposed to do?
Quickly now before more arrive.
Motherfuck Dre, motherfuck Snoop, motherfuck Death Row. Yo, and here comes my left blow. Cause I'm the EAZYE, and this is the season to let the real motherfucking G's in. You're like a kid, you found it, and now you got it. But tell me where the fuck you find an anorexic fat fuck.
These things smell awful.
Brother, wee bastard's about to explode!
Whoa! Is that a bomb?
Okay, that was cool.
We need to keep moving.
He's really worked up. Think he's okay?
Focus, Atreus.
This way.
Light up on the way!
What happened? Is there anything on the other side? Miss anything doing this? All right, here we go. Oh boy. Alright, hold on. Okay, hopefully this person is easy.
Use a shield strike, brother!
Oh god, I didn't do that right. Okay. When you see the two blue rings, that means you're supposed to press L1 twice. So that'll break her attack, kind of. Okay, that was it. Damn it! I don't want to fight her for too long. Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. I didn't do that right. Fuck. God damn.
Shield strike!
God damn. Ugh. Ugh. They always have this like second wind, man. I swear to God. Like right when they're almost dead. They just come back with this vengeance. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. That took so long. Okay, I have to fight him again. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I have to remember how to do this. There we go. What was that? Okay, if you parry at the right moment, it should kind of it should allow you to. Okay, there's a good amount of time where I can do that blocking, breaking move. I think I got this.
She's using the light to heal herself.
What? No, that's not fair. You can't heal yourself. Oh. Awesome.
Tear,
There we
you
go.
okay?
No.
That's what I thought. I thought she. That's what I thought. I thought she. There you go. Cool. 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 All right. What time is it?
It is over.
It is far from over.
It's gonna be okay, Tyr.
You've seen what is to come. I told you I would not follow you to war, and yet here I am, dragging an innocent elf
Innocent?
and marching towards the destruction of Asgard.
What choice do we have?
There is always a choice. I will not lead you to war. I won't. I'm not that god anymore. I don't want to
Imagine if
fight.
like God said that.
With you three, there is no avoiding it.
Like I was
Path
talking to
leads
God and I
countless
was in
deaths,
heaven or something. I'm like,
unimaginable pain and suffering.
God, would you flood the earth? And God would be like, I'm not that God anymore. I'm a new God. Doesn't flood the earth. I don't know. Like the way he said that. I'm not that God. That's kind of funny. Wow, it's taking a long time.
Oh no! No!
Atreus!
Okay.
Hold on!
Over here! Your chain!
What's going on? Oh, Kratos is so cool. Trying to save his son. I feel like Kratos having a son, that's really cool. Because we know Kratos isn't really... He's kind of a hero underneath it all. He's not really an anti-hero. He's totally a hero.
Are you injured?
No, sir.
And Kratos has a great beard too. He didn't have the
Hey,
beard in the older
here?
games. I think he just had like a
Thanks.
goatee.
And I'm sorry about before.
No. I am sorry. I should never have come. We shouldn't linger.
All right, 32 minutes. Hold on.